On October 7th, 2016, a 12-year-old me released a video called Minecraft Trailer, which was the trailer for what would be arguably my biggest series on my channel, Minecraft with Jacob. I'd wanted to do a proper series for a while now, with a lot of people, and Minecraft was such an easy series to do because, well, everyone knew how to play Minecraft, and there were so many possibilities. It would be nearly 3 months until the first episode was released. The initial plan was to create a new survival world and let it go from there, hoping that it would soon take off. And thus, on December 26, 2016, the Minecraft with Jacob series began. The first episode is one of the most viewed videos, and I really have no idea why. In terms of my first real collaboration with another YouTuber, it was clear that we needed to work on things. This was back when I didn't have an editing software, so I was uploading videos in their entirety. It was a typical first episode where we started our new world and built our first house. There wasn't really any memorable moments apart from when Jacob made 10 doors by accident. His words were that he made one too many. Other than that, it's a pretty forgettable episode. Episode 2, Two Newcomers, saw the introduction of Joseph and Andrew. We spent most of the episode in the cave where we got some supplies, and it wasn't until the 13th minute where the excitement happened. We started killing each other, and for whatever reason I started screaming and started to act really autistic. If you watched these episodes with headphones, please be warned. Despite these flaws, it was obvious that having multiple people in videos was more entertaining to watch and more fun for us to record. The next episodes weren't really that interesting until we reached episode 10, ? Jacob, Joseph and I had built this Hunger Games arena as it was a special landmark in the series. Episode 11, Diamonds, would prove to be a significant one in the series. We introduced Matthew, who would soon be one of the main characters in the series. Reese also made an appearance, but it would only be a cameo, as I didn't want him in the series, as I felt he didn't contribute much. We found our first diamonds, thus finishing off our Nether portal. In episode 12, Nether Difficulties, we explored the Nether for the first time, which, again, would prove to be a significant episode. On February 15th, 2017, Matthew came up with an idea which would change the series as we know it today. He suggested turning it into a storyline which could make things more interesting. The first idea was to pretend that Jacob had been kidnapped, which made the Nether have more use. We made episode 13, Where's Jacob? And it was the first episode where we included other people's voices. We were squeaky as hell, but it was funny. It's the only episode in the entire series where Jacob isn't in it. Matthew pretended to play Jacob, and it worked out okay, I suppose. At the end of part 1, someone called Lemon Popcorn 727 joined the game by accident, and I decided to improvise and suggested that they were behind Jacob's kidnapping. In part 2, we defeated the first villain of the series, Foggy Blow, which is a really dumb name. He was played by our friend Tom, whose Xbox gamer tag was Foggy Tech. So I just came up with that name on the spot. Part 2 was the most viewed episode of the series until March 2020, when it was overtaken by the first episode by just one view. Unfortunately, there were a few complications with the cast after this video, and between February and May 2017, there had only been one episode made, which was just a bloopers video. The series resumed on May 31st, 2017, and was the first video in ages where it was just me and Jacob. This was the first episode which introduced the second villain, Kazazaki. He is the longest running villain in the series, starring in a whopping 13 episodes. He was played by me, Jacob and I believe Matthew even played him for a little bit. On June 3rd, 2017, episode 20, the MWJ Olympics, was released on another landmark episode. After the end, we left it up perfectly on a cliffhanger, where Matthew dies after winning the Olympics, and Jacob changes into the skin of Kazazaki. However, following more cast complications, episode 21 would be released for 6 weeks. On July 17, 2017, the series once again resumed. Matthew had been replaced by Alex, who was a major noob at Minecraft. The idea was to try and teach him how to play Minecraft, but also keep the storyline enforced. This was the episode where Kazaki's story really kicked off. Matthew returned episode 22, Matthew, and this would finalise the cast for the remainder of season 1. In episode 26, Kazaki goes to prison. Kazaki starts to take over my body, and I'm locked up in a prison, where I'm tormented by Jacob and Matthew. The next 8 episodes were Jacob, Matthew, Alex, and sometimes Dan trying to defeat Kazaki, but failing, and where occasionally it was switched to Kazaki in his base in the Nether, which I personally believe is the best thing that we've ever built in the entire world. Episode 29, the Final Showdown, was the episode where Kazaki was finally defeated, and where I returned to my normal self. It was also where Jacob died in an explosion and never returned, only leaving a sign which said, "Help me," and a book which said that he said it would be the last time seeing the world. Episode 30 was released on August 11, 2017, meaning that it had been 229 days since episode 1 was released. Season 2 was scheduled for December 26, 2017, marking 1 year since the series began. On December 17th, 2017, filming began for Season 2 of MWJ. The first episode was released a day earlier than planned on December 25th, 2017. It started where the first season left off. Jacob and I go on holiday to relax after the previous season's events. I still think that Jacob is alive, but he isn't. We arrive at a holiday from hell with a hotel that is decent but doesn't serve food. Jacob plays the roles of the hotel receptionist and Big Jimmy, who owns a restaurant called Big Jimmy's Big Stuff. It's fair to say that he's a bit of a creep, but made for a funny character. Episode 2, Guess Who's Back, reintroduced Alex and introduced a villain for the second season, Jace, who more or less became an anti-hero as the season went on. The next 3 episodes were just us encountering Jace. Episode 6, which ever aired, announced that I was the king of the nether. Episode 7, A Hero Returns, so the return of Matthew, and he replaced Alex, who left after episode 6. Matthew had left to help fight a war in his hometown, and was only briefly stopping by. He only appeared in 3 episodes in season 2, as the end neared. I don't know why, but I think that the passion for MWJ just ended during season 2, and after multiple cast changes, people were ready to quit. On March 10th, 2018, the final episode, Assault on the River, aired, and it caused the abrupt and unplanned ending of the series.